Hello, my name is Stuart Brunga and I'm the Business Development Director for Maxoptra. I'm really pleased that you've taken the trouble to download this free trial of Maxoptra, and I just want to show you a few tips to get going really fast and get the most out of the trial. So once you've filled in the form on our website, you probably will be presented with a pop-out screen like this, and I can access the free trial here quite easily by clicking on the hyperlink here. Before I do that, I just let you know that Maxoptra works best in Google Chrome or Firefox browsers, so it's best to ensure that you're using either of those two browsers before you click on the link. So, but I'm going to click on the link, and this will take me to the Maxoptra login page. And what I'm going to do is just simply cut and paste my login details into the browser like so. There we go, and press enter and log in, and here we'll see my video, but I'm not going to watch that now because I'm only just making it. And this takes us to the Maxoptra main planning screen. It's divided into three parts. Here we've got vehicles and drivers and a timeline, and we've got a control over here to change the magnification level of that. We've got a map here that's showing all my orders, and there's various ways that orders can be displayed. We can certainly tell you a little bit more about that if you want a full demonstration yourself. And it's showing me my distribution center, and over here I've got my orders that have been put into the system, and I can click on these and you can see just how interactive the system is, and I can click on orders here and it shows me them in the list. So for the free trial, what we actually do is we pre-populate, as you can see, the system with orders, and they will be on the day after you've applied for the trial. So today is November the 16th, and so the browser automatically opens at Maxoptra for the 17th with these orders. So let's assume that I want to plan my orders. Very easy. All I do is go to this Run Planning button here, and I can press that, and Maxoptra will start calculating the most cost-effective way of delivering all those orders. Obviously, you can, we provide an email, which I'll show you in a moment, which has got a sample file which you can import orders in on further days, and we can certainly, if you give us a call, we can talk you through how to do that. So there we are. Maxoptra's planned those orders. There was about 88 orders there. Did it in probably under a minute. And now we can see the system's a lot more populated. The vehicle cards have vehicle KPIs and metrics about the route. And the timeline we can see shows us all of our orders. And as we hover over, we can see various information about each order, what time it's going to start, so on and so forth. We can also, the orange bar here tells us our driving duration and driving distance. Little black bar here tells us our operation duration, which can be configured. And the green bar here, you see, is telling us when the driver should take his break. And again, Maxoptra works that out, again, dependent on the configuration. I've got 10 vehicles. You can see here that Maxoptra only needs 9 to make the deliveries, so there's a little bit of a saving for me. And the KPI information for each route is totaled at the top here. So we've got total cost, total time, and total mileage. So what else can I do? So I can, as you can see, all the routes are drawn on the map as straight lines. This really is to make it a lot easier for us to see what's happening. I can look at actual routes by selecting this button here. It will draw the actual routes, but as you can see, in terms of kind of understanding what each run is like, it gets a little bit more confusing. So most people tend to have it switch to the straight line routes. I can look at each route together like this. I can instantly make my map bigger if I just click on this bit here, and I can look at them individually. I want to switch all of them off and just look at each individual route. I just click it at the beginning, and this shows me this is this particular run. It's going here, and then it's telling me all my delivery times. And again, if I want to look at it as where it's actually driving, I can see that also. So, what else can I do? Well, could well be that Maxopra's worked out the most cost-effective run for me, but I may decide I want to change things around. And I can do this quite easily. I can either click on an order, drag it, or I can press my control button and I can grab a number of orders and again drag them over onto a different run. And what happens is, firstly, Maxoptra will tell me the impact on my KPIs of doing that. So those little changes I've made there, small tweaks of I've just cost myself £16.75. It's taking longer and extra mileage. Also, probably as I expected, what happens here is it's saying, well, actually, by doing that, you've broken one of the rules you've set. And in this case, it was the actual constraints. And I can click on this little icon here, and it tells me that what I've actually done is I've overloaded the vehicle based on the capacity of my orders and the capacity of the vehicle. And so I've got an undo button here, and I can quickly undo that last change. And also, I mean, I've got a redo button as well. So, I can, there's various ways, again, I can move things about. I can, if I wanted to, I could, let's say, move this run. I can just click it at the beginning here, keep my finger on the mouse button and drag it here, put it on a different vehicle. Not a problem. I can do various things again, moving the orders around. I can also change the position of an order on a run, and just again grab it, drag it, and it'll tell me, okay, we've changed the order of that run, and it's cost you an extra £50. All these little things we decide in our heads, and we don't realise the cost implication. And it's why Maxoptra typically will save a fleet operator between 10 and 12% of their vehicle operating costs. If I want to start again, I can use this brush here and just simply wipe the plan that I've made. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could literally start planning manually. And what I could do, again, press my control button, hold my mouse button down, and I can grab a group of orders. Sorry, let me just do that again, and move them to whatever vehicle I choose. And you can see here what I've actually done is overloaded that vehicle, so I might decide to move some of those. And again, I'm using it really quickly, but literally grabbing orders and just dragging them about until I decide that I've got a fair balance. But again, if I want to go back to the optimal plan, I can just click on the run planning button, and away we go. When Maxoptra is obviously running the plan, it is actually checking that it doesn't infringe any of the constraints, which include driver's hours, working time, vehicle capacities, customer time windows, types of products and services, quite an extensive list of different constraints. So I think that's a pretty good start to get you moving around the Maxoptra screen. we've spent many years and many man hours talking to companies just like yourself to get the design exactly right, so it's really easy to use. Probably whilst you start playing with the trial, maybe while you listen to the video, I just point out that you will have received an email from us like this. It will tell you again the login details, so it's always in your email. It's got a link here to an instruction manual. It's got our contact details here. If you want to ask us any questions, then feel free to call us. Anything you need to know. And also there will be an attachment of an import file so that you can actually import orders again into another day and practice on further days. Finally, let me just make you aware of a documentation page we have. It's doc.maxoptra.com, and this takes you to our documentation portal. 2 versions of Maxoptra, service engineers or for delivery companies. If I click on delivery companies, you can see there's a load of tutorial videos here. There's a user guide, there's a quick start guide, there's information on configuring the files you need to have to import your orders into the system. There's details also on our applications and our integrations. So hopefully you'll find this really useful. As I said before, if you want to ask any questions, feel free to contact us at any time, and I really hope you enjoy playing and using Maxoptra, and feel free to contact us if you need any further information. Thank you.